Okay, here's an example of using the area model to find 24 times 17. And it's really no different than the box method, it, exact, except that it's to scale. So you're literally going to draw 24, like measure 24 and measure 17, and you're still going to get 4 parts. Here we're actually going to get more parts because in the grid method you actually draw where your tens are. So instead of just 24, you'd have a 10, and a 4. But very similar in the sense that you're making a rectangle. So I am going to, let me come in a little bit closer here. So I'm going to measure out starting here, and I'm going to measure 17. So I'm just going to kind of draw a line here, and you're not counting boxes, you're counting lengths, like 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so there's my 17. So that would be no different than if I did on the box method, you know, I did my 10 and 7. But I just measured it, so it's to scale. Now I'm going to do my 24. So I'm going to count down 24. So I'm just going to kind of draw kind of a longish amount for now and see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is that 10? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. And then I need what? 4 more. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And so the only difference is in the box method, we do like 24 or 24 over here. But in the grid method, we want to see our base 10 blocks. So we're going to do 10, 10, and then 4. Okay. And again, you're going to get a rectangle. So you got to extend out all your, any vertical or horizontal line that is at a 10 or at an end has to be extended out. So I'm going to extend out my ends after 4 and after 7 to get my rectangle. And then I'm going to extend my 10s across so that my base 10 blocks basically jump out. Okay, so what I have here is 10 by 10. That's 100. That's going to be flat. And again, I don't have, this isn't to scale with my base 10 blocks, but that's what that is. It makes a flat because 10 by 10 is a flat, and this 10 by 10 is a flat. Okay, now I have longs, and so I have 7 longs up here, and then I have 7 longs going this way down here. So again, you're going to regroup. So I know that I could take 10 of those. So I have 7, and I'm going to take these 3 right here and combine them with those 7, and that would make 10 longs. And so if I have 10 longs, I can regroup into a flat. So this is going to end up being another flat when I regroup. All right, and so then I have 4 longs here, 4 longs here, and again I have a bunch of singles here, so I'm like, okay, well I can make more longs. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm going to take those and I'm going to make a long out of that. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I'm going to make another long out of that. All right, and then it looks like I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 singles in that corner that I can't regroup. So I have 8 singles there. And then these 4 longs and those 4 longs, again going sideways, and those 2 make 10 longs, which again, 10 longs is a flat again. Okay, so those are going to be part of my flat. All right, so what's my answer? Well, I just count. I have 1 flat, 2 flats, 3 flats, 4 flats, so I have 4. I have 0 longs, so 0, and then I have 8 singles. So I really didn't ever have to multiply because multiplication is area. So if I can do the grid paper and I can regroup and get flats and longs and singles, I can get the right answer to a multiplication problem without literally ever having to multiply. Now, the connection to the box here, and again, I usually write my 20 and 4 over here, but that doesn't really matter. So 20 times that is 200. This is 140. This is what, 40, and this is 28. Those are in our grid. It's just that when we do the box method, we don't mark off our 10s. We just mark off our 10 spot, like 20s or 30s or 40s from the 1 spot. So we just mark it off here, and then we mark it off here. But we still have a box But when you do the box method, it's not to scale, and you don't regroup singles and longs or whatever. So you can see my 200s are these guys right there. That's that corner. Here I have 140. Well, this is 70 and 70, right? There's 7 longs, so 70 and 70. So that's my 140 here. So here's my 200. Here's my 140. Going sideways, I had 4 10s this way. So 4 times 10 is my 40. So that correlates to that. And then here, 7 times 4 gave me 28 little box here. I never used that because I regrouped them into longs, but there were 28 singles here, and that correlates to that. So the box method is kind of a not to scale version of what's happening here, but in this method we just add these all up, right? So we don't really regroup. So like here I would be like 200, 340, 380, and then probably if I was kid I would take that 20 and break it apart into a 20 and an 8 because 20 is super friendly with that, and get 408 that way. But I would literally add these up, okay? Where in this method you don't. You just regroup and then you're like, oh, I have 4 flats, 0 longs, 8 singles. All right, hopefully that helps with the area model, and if you need another example, just let me know.